What's up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Cards and Coffee. I am super juiced. I cannot believe my Monarch strategy works so well. Part of me thinks I was a little lucky, but having the ability to mix it up every week on Ricardo has been very nice. This week, we're going to be opening a Lost Millennium, the first set in the GX era. Now, I'm not going to lie, this set is honestly pretty average, but there's a couple cards we're definitely going to hope that we can get a hold of. Number one for me is definitely Brain Control. This was the card that was introduced to the game that was supposed to replace Change of Heart and Snatch Steal. But again, we get to play with all these great, amazing band cards through our series, so whether I hit that card or not, it's not that big a deal. But since the Monarch strategy was so successful last week, I definitely would love to add more tools to the deck to make it that much harder on Ricardo to, well, counter my strategy. Now, I don't know if Ricardo's going to mix it up this week, and part of me thinks I should go back to Chaos this week, but I will say there's one deck I'm just dying to try out, and if my polls go correctly this week, I just might have to bring the spice. But before we crack open our packs, I'm going to pass it to Ricardo. We got to spin our wheels, and of course, as always, guys, please go grab yourself a cup of coffee or something. That way you guys can sit down and tune in. Thanks, guys.
Well, guys, unfortunately, Berserkerilla Beatdown was not the way to go last week. And while it was a deck that I've wanted to play for a long time, it just could not get the job done, though it did come close. So we do close out the DM era with a loss, but it's okay. Let's go ahead and spin this wheel and see what my final card of the DM era is going to be. Hopefully I did something decent, but Flaming Eternity wasn't really that big of a game changer. But I will be getting a Super as my last DM era card. Our options are the Rock Monarch, Behemoth the King of All Animals, Blast Magician King Dragon, a Feather of Phoenix, Lightning Vortex, Deck Devastation Virus. After much thought and decision, the card I'm adding to my lineup will be Deck Devastation Virus. This one's for you, Kaibu.
All right, guys, here we are at the winner's wheel. It was brought to my attention last week that there's actually no secret rares going on right now. So going forward until secret rares come back, I just figured if somebody's lucky enough to hit secret on the wheel, we're gonna just let each other have free reign on any card at any rarity from the previous set. Again, last set really wasn't anything crazy, but at least until secret rares come back into the mix, it'll kind of mix up the wheel going forward. I pretty much hit everything I wanted last week, so we'll just spin this wheel really quick and we'll move on to our opening. All right, looks like we got a super rare. Super is probably one of the better things you could hit on the wheel, so I'm really excited for this. So here we are at Flaming Eternity, and there's a lot of really good super rares. I could actually get the other Monarch, which would be really hilarious, but of all the Monarchs, this one's actually just the weakest one. It's really good because it pops set cards, so it can get rid of monsters or spells or traps, but I don't want to overclog my Monarch deck with a bunch of Monarchs, so I don't know, it's definitely one in the back of my head. Another really good super rare that I missed out on was Lightning Vortex. This would have been really cool if I pulled it, so it's very tempting to add it now. This was meant to replace Raigeki and Dark Hole when they got banned, but since we already have access to those, I don't know if I'd ever play it. So outside of the Monarch, which I really don't know if I want or not, the only other option that I've been looking at is the third copy of Deck Devastation Virus. Honestly, the Deck Dev's probably the most tempting card to grab, but I think in the end I am going to grab this Lightning Vortex. The Monarch would be really cool, but again, it's really the more lackluster of Monarchs. Plus, there's Ryza in the future to look forward to, so I'm just going to grab the Lightning Vortex. Maybe I'll throw it in the side deck. And when decks get really crazy in the future, who knows, maybe another board wipe will just help me out. So that's what I'm going to go with. I'm going to lock it in, Lightning Vortex. Nothing too crazy, but hey, it all helps.
We have arrived at the GX era, an era I am not exactly fond of. I just felt like 90% of every pack was dedicated to heroes, and I have never cared about heroes. So this will be fun. Lost Millennium doesn't really have a lot of game-changing cards. It does have Brain Control. It has Brain Control. Let's open up pack number 1. All right, so we've got Avian, which is like, or not Avian. We got Wingman and Avian. So we pulled the Ultra, which is cool. Wish it mattered a little more. Pack number 2, we've got Burst Tricks, so I can play Wingman now. Pack number 3. We've got Batterman. If I could get 2 more Battermen, that'd actually be pretty nice to have, just heading forward into the future.
Like I mentioned earlier, the one card that I'm definitely hoping to get my hands on is Brain Control. It's a super rare, so if ever I were to hit a foil, super rare is probably the more likely of rarities to hit. But again, I don't have my fingers crossed. There's actually one other card that I'm really hoping to get a hold of for this week's deck, and it's a common. So if it pops up, I'll bring it up, and we'll go from there. First pack. Boom, we got a super rare, and it's not the one we wanted, not Brain Control. I actually used to play this card when I was a kid, oddly enough. So many nostalgic cards when opening all these old sets. It's super awesome. All right. Third pack in, we got an ultimate rare Mega Rock Dragon. There might be a time and a place we can actually try to play this, but it's not really that good, honestly. We got some heroes. That's cool. There's the Charmers. That's actually where they made their debut, so that's really cool. Outside of that, nothing much going on.
All right, so there's my second Battery Man. Hopefully we get one more. We're halfway through, so it's got to happen, right? There it is. We've got 3 Battery Mens. We've got 3 King of the Skull Servants, so I'm actually pretty excited about that. If I could get the 4th Elemental Hero, that'd be really nice to see. I think I have a playset of Avian and Tricks. I don't think I'd use them. I don't think I'd ever use heroes. If you play heroes, you should feel sad inside. Oh, there he is. There's Sparkman. All right, we've got all 4 heroes. And don't get me wrong, there's nothing wrong with heroes, except that you're playing heroes. I think we've got pretty much everything I can get out of this except for the Brain Control. So I'm hoping I see the Brain Control. And I mean, I have change of heart either way, so I'm not very excited about this set. I can't fake it either. It's a set.
Ooh, okay, this is a cool card that I actually didn't mention. DD Survivor coming in at rare. If I could get a play set of this, it would be really cool. What this card does is during the end phase of the turn it was banished, you can special summon it back to your field. This is really cool in like anti-meta, macro Cosmos, DeFi decks. But in addition, if you do play a macro DeFi deck, you can combine it with Monarchs to make a really controlling and really frustrating deck to play against. Hopefully I can bag a couple more. All right, pack 7. Ooh, okay. This is a good pack. Okay, we got another DD Survivor. That's awesome. Hopefully we can get a play set. But the MVP of this pack is the card I mentioned at the start of the opening. The one common that I was hoping to pull, Des Wombat. Ricardo mentioned it last episode. Rescue Cat is one of my favorite cards in this game. And to those of you who are familiar with GOAT format, I'm pretty sure you'll know exactly what route I'm going to take when I mention Des Wombat. My Beast lineup from the other sets and even some of the starters I've opened really isn't that bad. I'm missing cards like Giant Trunade and Heavy Storm, and I only have one Last Will, but I think if I tech it out correctly, I think I have a pretty crazy deck that I could bring this week, and it revolves around Rescue Cat, so I have to try it at least once. Hopefully we can get at least one more Des Wombat so we can play the deck. I could have played it last week, but it would have probably been pretty empty as far as engine goes. If you're unaware of what the heck I'm talking about, well, you'll find out soon.
Man, not even like one Ancient Gear Golem, bro. What a tragedy. What an absolute tragedy this set was. Alright, so we got 3 Sparkmen, we got 3 Clayman, multiple Tricks, multiple Avians. So we have a full hero package here. I think we got all the Ancient Gears except for the Golem himself. Not a lot of crazy things in this set. We got some Charmers. We got the Battery Men, which is great. Heading forward. I mean, I don't know. I think I pulled as good as I could. I'm really not sure what's going to be changed in the main deck. The Chaos stuff is still really strong. Nothing really changed this set in terms of power cards. The biggest concern I have is that Justin pulled Brain Control, but I think that the Chaos stuff is still going to be predominant in this deck. So we'll see what happens. I know I'm going to be dealing with Monarchs or Chaos, so let's see what I can pull out of my ass this week. It's time to build.
Des Wombat number 2. That's all I really needed was 2. If I pull a third, cool. Oh, and for those of you who are wondering what its effect is, it's so broken. This is what it does. any damage you would take from a card effect becomes 0. Yeah, it's crazy. The main reason we're trying to play this card is it's a 16 beater, and again, we have the 2 now, so I'm pretty sure this is what I'm going to play this week. Like Ricardo mentioned last episode, I just love Rescue Cat, so unless this opening gets really crazy, I'm definitely going to have to bring the spice this week. That's pretty cool. Ancient Gear Golem. Probably one of the more iconic cards out of the GX era. For me, I've always been a big fan of Cyber Dragon, and even the Armed Dragons I really liked. But Ancient Gear Golem definitely is one of those cards that's super iconic. Hey, okay, 3rd DD Survivor. An ultra rare hero, Thunder Giant. Will definitely never play this card. At least I'm pretty sure. It's cool to have, I guess. All right, come on. Brain control, please. No. Well, that's all right. We got the DD Survivors. We got the Death Wombats. And there's a couple other cool cards in here. Earth Support's pretty good. Got a couple of heroes. The Battery Mans are always really nice. Mispolymization could be a good side deck card if Ricardo was on Fusions. Thunder Giant's a cool one for the collection. And yeah. Oh, and we got the Ancient Gear Golem, obviously. That card. Super amazing. All right, guys, I'm going to go to the deck builder, and I'm going to cook up the spice. I am super pumped for this week. Peace.
Well, Berserkerilla Beatdown didn't really work the way that I wanted it to, which is a shame because it was a fun deck. It just wasn't a very good deck, at least in the form that I had it at. So this week we're once again returning to Kochi Turbo, Chaos Emperor Dragon, BLS, and Chaos Sorcerer. The Chaos package makes its return because why wouldn't it? We got Jinzo once again, but a card that I really haven't gotten to use in this series so far, Vampire Lord, making his return to the deck. This card was stopped by Yatagarasu last time. You know, there was no way for me to get it on the field, so let's see if I can get it out this time, and I think it might be the secret to beating some of the Monarchs, so we'll see what Justin's playing this week, but Vampire Lord may be a key way to play around Justin's essentially monster hate cards. We've got Breaker and Kyoko once again as disruptors. Kyoko may not be seeing as much use just because the Monarchs don't rely on Chaos summoning, but I want to see Kyoko banish things from Justin's grave regardless, so Kyoko's going to make his return once again. We got double Tsukiyomi, third is in the side deck. I'm just playing the 2 because I never really got to test around the Kochi Turbo aspect. It had 1 game and then I sided it out, so we'll see if the Tsukiyomis really pull 3 at 2. If I feel like I need 3, I can put it in game 2. But I with just 2 Dakochis in the main deck, I think 2 is going to be the way to go. Witch of the Black Forest obviously makes its return because it's Witch of the Black Forest. 1 Ninja Grandmaster. I wish I could have 2 in the main deck, but I can't justify the space in either the main deck or the side deck. 2 Dakochi, he's the reason this deck literally runs. Sangan. Cyberjar. Why would I not? Cyberjar, what a beast. Double Knight Assailant because not only does it bring back Magician of Faith, but of course Dakochi himself. Triple Magician of Faith because again, for I believe like the 5th or 7th or 10th or whatever week in the row, look at that busted spell lineup. Like, the spell lineup is pretty much the same as before. I put Metamorphosis in the side because I just couldn't justify running it this week, but we are having double Book of Moon in the main deck. Unfortunately, it puts the deck at 41 cards, but I can't really justify cutting it, and I can't justify cutting any of these traps. Double Solemn Judgment. Solemn has saved my ass time and time again, and I'm not about to give up on this guy. 1 Dust Tornado because Imperial Order is still running around in Justin's deck. 2 Regeki Break because I just need the monster outs, and 2 Phoenix Wind Blast because sometimes I prefer the monster get shuffled back in the deck than residing in Justin's grave. In the side, you see the ever familiar Giant Trunade, the 2nd Chaos Sorcerer, the 3rd Tsukiyomi, a 3rd Book of Moon, Jowgen the Spiritualist. Normally this card would be in the main deck, but I can't tell if Justin's running Chaos this week or if he's running Monarchs or something else completely, so Jowgen is going to go ahead and sit in the side, and if Justin's playing something special summon heavy, then Jowgen will once again return to the main deck. Double Skill Drain along with the Fusiliers. This is just in case Justin's siding into Skill Drain, or in case I feel like I should be siding into Skill Drain. Berserkerilla is not here just because Fusilier does the job better, and I don't think I'm going to need Berserkerilla into Kochi Turbo. We got Scapegoat once again just for the defensive options. 2 Cheerion the Mages because I don't really know what Justin's back row is going to be like this game, but if Imperial Order makes its ugly face scene again, I think Cheerion's going to have to head into the main deck to clean some things up. We've got Deck Devastation Virus right off my wheel. I would main deck this, but again, I don't really know what Justin's playing, so we're going to see if I can use this, and if so, it might see some play game too. Metamorphosis because it's Metamorphosis. Yeah, it's probably my best deck possible so far. There might be a couple cards that some of you disagree with here and there, but I think overall this is probably my safest bet. That being said, let's go ahead and head into the Lost Millennium duel.
Guys, this is the deck we're bringing this week. In case you guys aren't familiar with GOAT format, this is a deck that closely resembles the Rescue Cat OTK deck that runs around in that format. This deck can easily put anywhere from 5,000 to 8,000 damage on the board fairly consistently. Now, a couple of things that are going to be different about my build opposed to a standard build of this deck is, one, I obviously don't have Heavy Storm or Giant Trunade at my disposal, and in addition, I also only have one copy of Last Will. If you're unaware of what the heck this deck does, basically it revolves around Rescue Cat, one of the best cards ever, you have to admit. Look at it, man, it's adorable. But not only are we trying to resolve Rescue Cat's effect once, but we're trying to do it twice. Now, I know if you read the effect here on the screen, it says it's only once per turn and the monster effects are negated, but that is Rescue Cat's eroded effect. The old effect was not once per turn, and the monsters it brings out don't have their effects negated. Back in the day, Rescue Cat was one of the most insane cards, and depending on the format, it came in and out pretty regularly. The main way you'd be able to resolve this effect twice is, one, normal summoning it and then using its effect to summon 2 level 3 or lower beast monsters from your deck, then use something like Last Will to special summon a second Rescue Cat from your deck, and again, activate the effect to bring 2 more beasts out from the deck. We only have the one Last Will, unfortunately, but we do have Call the Haunted, Monster Reborn, and Premature Burial that will kind of do the same thing, but just know the goal of this deck is to kind of just wait, stall, maybe burn a little bit, just so you're able to set up your kill shot, resolving Cat twice, and spamming the field with these beast monsters. Now, the reason this deck is very popular in GOAT format is because of this card right here, Gakugair Panda. This card could be really good or really bad playing against Ricardo because this is a great counter to Scapegoats. Now, since Ricardo doesn't have Thousand Eyes Restrict, he may or may not be main decking the Goats this week. Sometimes he does, sometimes he doesn't. But if he does, he's definitely going to get punished for it. What Gakugair Panda does is for every monster Ricardo controls, he'll gain 500 attack points, plus it does piercing. So even with the tokens in defense, we're doing a bunch of battle damage. You can already see 4 tokens, that's 2,000 attack. He's already at 800, 28 piercing with 1 monster. Now imagine bringing out 2 of those off of Goats. Same scenario, you'll have 28 for the first one, and then once the token's gone, 23 for the next. That's over 5,000 with just 1 Rescue Cat. Now again, there's no guarantee that Ricardo will have Goats in his deck, and we have ways to mitigate that, but just know the more monsters he puts on his field, the more dangerous our deck gets. After that, we are on the 2 copies of Death Wombat. I could have played this deck last week, but I felt like I needed at least 1 more beast monster to bring out of Cat, because if I were to try to resolve Cat for game and it didn't work out, I really don't have other beasts to summon from the deck for a second time around. So having Death Wombat as more fodder for Cat is really good. To be completely honest, his effect is kind of irrelevant. Basically, while it's on the field, I can't take burn damage from card effects, so that's kind of cool, but the main reason we play it is it's a level 3 beast that's 1,600 attack as a base. This is really good because everybody else is kind of tiny, but it relies more on having other cards to get bigger, whereas this card just comes out at a solid 1,600 stat, being able to run over most small floaters and searchers in the game. In addition, when you pair it with Mindless Radiant, all Earth monsters will get 500 extra attack. So again, you could kind of start doing the math, resolve Rescue Cat, maybe bring out 2 pandas, resolve it a second time, maybe get a Death Wombat and Mindless Radiant. Now you got Mindless Radiant giving all those monsters another 5, plus however many Ricardo might have on his field. It's very easy to just stack up damage with this deck. Again, we're just trying to resolve Rescue Cat twice, but all in all, Death Wombat makes for a great secondary target for Rescue Cat, especially if Ricardo doesn't have a lot of monsters on the field. After that, we just have a couple other beast monsters that we're teching, 1 Wicked Worm Beast and 1 DD Crazy Beast. I only actually have 1 of each of these, but it works out pretty good. Wicked Worm Beast basically goes back to my hand at the end phase, kind of like a spirit monster, but the main reason I'm playing this card is because in case I think the Rescue Cat push might not win me the game, at the end phase they're all going to be destroyed, so being able to have this card at least come back to my hand so I don't fall behind in resources, at least gives me more bodies to play with the next turn. DD Crazy Beast is a pretty cool card. Whenever it runs over something by battle, it'll get banished instead of sent to the graveyard. This is great for Sangan, Witch, any floaters he might be on. And again, it's an Earth, it's a beast, so if you pair it with Mindless Radiant, it gets to 1900 attack points by its own. I really wish I had more Mindless, honestly. I can't believe I only have the one from Metal Raiders. It's actually really sad. But this card is really amazing, and it keeps lights and darks out of the grave for Ricardo if he's trying to summon Chaos monsters. After that, onto the tech choices. I'm on 2 Giant Rat. This is just a good floater. It goes into everything in the deck outside of our Searchers, Sangan, and Witch. This card's actually really cool because if Ricardo's trying to push or if he runs over my rat by battle, then I know I can start the turn with Rescue Cat, making it that much easier to resolve the effect twice. Like I just said, we have Sangan and Witch just to search Rescue Cat or whatever I might need. I have the 1 Injection Fairy Lily. This is just in case I either need to squeeze a little bit more damage in the end of the game, or maybe there's just a really huge monster I need to get over. Again, I can get into it with any of these 4 cards, so it's pretty easy to get. And likewise with Mystic Swordsman level 2, if ever there's a Cyberjar threat or any set monster I'm really afraid of, getting access to this is pretty easy. After that, just generic good stuff. Pot of Greed, Graceful Charity. We're trying to draw a bunch of cards, obviously, to see our combo pieces. Monster Reborn, Premature Burial, and Last Will. This is probably the primary ways we're going to be summoning Cat twice in a turn, alongside Call of the Haunted. After that, we're on 2 Level Limit Area B. Again, I'm pretty sure if you guys play GOAT format, you're familiar with this. Just an amazing card to stall the game. It's actually at 2 right now, and for a good reason. Level 4 and higher monsters have to go to defense. So Rescue Cat and Witch of the Black Forest are level 4, alongside Giant Rat as well, but those aren't really attackers for this deck. Normally you're just sacking off the Rescue Cat and bringing out a bunch of level 3 or lowers, and your deck just goes unaffected. This card's really good because it just stalls out the game, letting you get all your setup for the kill shot to win the game. Snatch Steal, Change of Heart, Nobleman of Crossout, Raigeki, Dark Hole, and Mystical Space Typhoon, all just really great generic removal cards, setting up OTKs, clearing out problem cards. The last spell I'm playing is 2 copies of Cold Wave. I would have much rather had Heavy Storm or Giant Trunade, like Ricardo, but Cold Wave is almost as good. There is a stipulation to it that kind of contradicts with what cards I have access to. Basically, what Cold Wave does is at the start of main phase, you can activate it, and then until your next turn, you and your opponent cannot activate spells and traps. This is really good because if I have a kill shot set up, then just by activating this card, Ricardo cannot stop me with any of his back rows. No Solemns, no Mirror Force. The card is extremely powerful. The problem is this affects me as well. So if I don't kill him, I know I can't use my trap cards on Ricardo's turn. And also, since I have to activate this at the start of main phase, it also means I can't resolve something like Premature Burial or Last Will or Monster Reborn, just because the first thing to happen is Cold Wave. So outside of that, it's the best I got. Again, I'm just hoping to fall back on Level Limit and even down here, the Gravity Binds to stall out the game. That way I can build all the pieces I need and one-shot Ricardo. Moving on to the traps, there's the 2 Gravity Bind, just like the level limits, just stalling the game. These cards are going to be really amazing unless Ricardo takes the same deck I'm playing, because if I remember correct, Ricardo should have 3 Rescue Cat. I think he has 3 Pandas. He's going to probably pull multiples of these. But as far as the other cards, I know he doesn't have the Worm. He might even have more Mindless Radiance than me, so who really knows? But of course, these are just easy side outs if he's really on the same deck as me. After that, we are playing 3 Ojama Trio. This card is so degenerate and so amazing in this deck. Basically, it'll give Ricardo 3 Ojama tokens on the field. Not only can they not be used for a tribute summon, but Links and Synchros are not in the game, so they're just going to sit there on the field. And anytime they're destroyed, the controller of the token takes 300 damage. So essentially, I can give him 3 Ojama tokens, and if I resolve Cat to bring out 2 Pandas, well, now he's got 3 monsters that I just gave him. So both Pandas will be at 23 with Piercing, and they'll burn for 300 every time a token's pop. Another degenerate thing you can do is give them 3 tokens and then eventually get them down to 2. And if their board's empty outside of the 2, you can resolve a second one, clogging all 5 zones, preventing Ricardo from playing any monsters. I don't know if that'll come up, but I know as a kid, I ran into that problem a lot. This is kind of my insurance policy just in case Ricardo isn't on Scapegoats, but also there isn't always the opportunity to do 8,000 damage to Ricardo with this deck, so being able to do maybe 5,000 or 6,000 and then win the game out with all the burn cards is just going to be really degenerate, honestly. To go with the burn cards, we have the Magical Cylinder and the Ring of Destruction. I have a Just Desserts and a single secret barrel, so I didn't include them because they're just one of, so it was kind of weird to build around it. But those are also really good burn cards for this deck. But I just figured these two cards were the best I had access to that actually have some relevant effects. And I think if I were to win by burn, it would be pretty hilarious and some pretty good karma for all the early episodes Ricardo tried to burn me for game. Last card's the Call of the Haunted. I already talked about it, just like Monster Reborn, being an extender to get Cat twice. The extra deck this week is pretty irrelevant unless I steal Ricardo's like Magical Scientist with one of my spells. But moving on to the side, I'm kind of afraid of Skill Drain this week. I know he's been on and off about siding it. I have the 3 Fusilier Dragons and 3 Raigeki Breaks. The Raigeki Break just deals with Skill Drain, and the Fusilier is obviously just a body I can put in, and I can take out some of these tiny guys. I'm also playing 3 copies of Rivalry of Warlords. I really want to main this card, but on the off chance Ricardo's also on a beast deck, I would hate to have a completely dead card against him. This card's really insane against most decks because a lot of the meta is just like a jumble of good stuff, so it's pretty rare when you have multiple of the same type, and it'll definitely put a hinder on whatever deck he's playing, whether it's Skill Drain or Chaos. And the last couple cards are, again, just in case he's on the same deck as me, I have the 3 Threatening Roar and the 2 Waboku. I know he's got Giant True Nade, so I just want 5 cards that I know I can chain automatically to his True Nade or to his MST, guaranteeing no matter what he has, I get one more turn to try to kill him. Again, I don't know if he's going to take that route, but these cards are super amazing in the mirror match. And the last card's the IO. This will probably go in anytime I'm going first. This card's just obviously amazing. That's it for the main deck. I'm so excited. Again, I can't guarantee Ricardo's going to be on Scapegoats, but if he is, he's going to get punished pretty hard. And if not, I got Ojama Trio. I'm so pumped. This deck is crazy. Hopefully everything goes my way this week. It's time to hit up Ricardo, and in the spirit of the GX era, it's time to get your game on. What's up, Ricardo?
Yo.
You ready for this week?
Yeah, man. Berserk Gorilla about to redeem itself, baby.
Yeah, the beast beatdown, right?
I've wanted to play that deck for like weeks, and I was like, I'm gonna get it out of the way, get it out of my system.
I know, right? I guess in the future, there's more support, right? With like,
Yeah.
What is it? Horn of the Phantom Beast and stuff like that. So it's always something we can go back to, I guess.
Yeah.
But when you changed all your tokens to attack mode, I just, I was like, what is about to happen?
Bro, 4K
I
direct.
thought you had something crazy and you were going to be able to beat me like that turn, but luckily you didn't. And after that, I was just like, okay, since he didn't kill me, I should be able to win.
All I needed was the top deck a second, Big March of Animals, but alas.
It was in my head. I was like, huh, is there anything else he can activate in damage step right now? And it was a very, very entertaining episode. And the Monarchs, oh man, they performed so well last week.
Yeah, pretty scary, not gonna lie.
I was really nervous cutting all the Chaos monsters too, but yeah, you know, the deck worked out. I'm really surprised. So, the beginning of the GX era, Lost Millennium.
Yep.
You didn't get any hat tricks in the DM era, or
No.
you gonna
it's
change things
unfortunate.
up, or what's going on?
Yeah, dude. What was Jaden's catchphrase? Get your game on or some shit? Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
Get your game on.
Yeah, get your game on.
All right, man. I'm super juiced for this week. I'm hoping my deck is still well equipped to beat yours. You ready
Yep.
for this?
Let's go. Ooh.
Ooh, okay. Okay.
Damn.
Didn't
All
go
right,
with
all
the rock this week. I didn't think you would either.
Yeah. I mean, I know it's all about drive and power, but damn. Damn it.
Oh, man.
All right.
Woo!
Let's see
Big
where
brain
this goes.
plays, man. All right. Draw phase. Draw. Standby
Yep.
phase. Ooh,
Yeah.
this hand
Mhm.
is not the biz. You know, come at me, bro. I'll pass.
Oh, all right. All right.
Not the start I was hoping for. I'm not going to lie.
Well, I got nothing to lose here, so I'm going to go ahead and normal summon Kyoko, and just going to go ahead and attack directly for 18.
Sounds good.
Unfortunately,
Damage.
no Kyoko effect, so I will go ahead and set one and pass.
Starting turn. I think what I'm going to do... This is pretty funny. I'm going to set 2 back row.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to activate this spell card. I can't believe I'm playing this. All right. I'm going to activate Level Limit Area B.
Ugh.
And that's going to do it for my turn.
I knew it was only a matter of time until one of us played Level Limit. Okay.
Yeah, it's a pretty good stall card.
All right. I'm going to go ahead and set 1 monster face down. And I'll just have to pass.
All right. Starting turn. Not exactly what I wanted to see. All right, main phase 1. I'm just going to go ahead and run them out. Mystic Swordsman level 2.
Damn.
And it's a level 2, so we're going to battle phase. Attack your set.
That is not the business.
Yeah. That's 2 games in a row now where I've gotten away with not having Jar resolved. That's so lucky. Woo, that's what I'm talking about. All right. I'm going to pass the turn, bud.
All right, draw. Damn. The fact that you could get over Kyoko.
It's annoying, huh?
Oh, okay, what do I do here? Man. Decisions. I gotta pass.
Gotta pass, huh? Oh, come on, baby. I just need 1 card. Okay, that's not it. I could do a couple things, but I think I'm not going to get greedy. I'm just going to poke and swing over Kaiku.
Yeah.
And I'll just pass.
Draw. All right,
You have no
by.
idea, Ricardo. It's just 1 card away from, like, the craziest thing.
All right, standby. Main.
Yeah, you're good.
Let's go Pot of Greed.
Oh, that might help you. You're going to need it.
Draw 1, draw 2. All right, let's go. Activate
Got.
Reasoning.
Ooh, okay. I'm going to call level 3 just because 3 and lowers can attack me. So I'm going to call 3.
Ooh.
That's one of those. Oh, there you go. To defense it goes.
Not sure if that was worth the soul, but well, at least Mystic Swordsman can't get over it. I'm gonna go ahead and set 1 card, and I'll pass.
All right, starting turn.
Yeah.
Ooh, oh crap. Oh god. Okay, you haven't activated that set card yet, but you just threw down a new one at like the wrong time for me. Not gonna lie. Fuck it. I'm gonna fire it off. Mystical Space Typhoon, targeting your new set.
Damn. Well, might as well activate Book of Moon and flip Mystic face down.
Gotcha. All right. Well, I guess I'll just flip summon them. You have a response to the summon?
No, that's fine.
Okay. So, sorry. This is hopefully this is gonna be great. We're gonna enter main phase 1.
Yeah.
And we're going to normal summon the greatest monster of all time. Rescue Cat.
Ah, god damn it.
And do you got a Solemn Judgment?
No.
Then I will declare priority and tribute him to the grave.
Yeah.
Alright, going to summon 2. I'm going to special summon 1 copy of Milus Radiant and 1 copy of Gaku Gaio Panda.
Yeah. That's good.
And then after that, I'm going to activate Premature Burial, targeting Rescue Cat.
Jesus Christ. Okay, yeah. That is fine.
And this is pre-errata, so Cat is not once per turn. We'll activate effect again.
Yeah.
Now we're going to summon 1 Des Wombat.
Yeah.
And thinking on the other target here. The defense is 1,000 on your Samurai, right?
Yeah.
And we're going to bring out the Wicked Worm Beast. And then from there, we're going to go to battle.
Yeah.
Now, I could get Mirror Forced, and if it happens, it happens. But Panda will attack with 1,800. It's
Yeah.
500 for your monster and 500 for Milas.
That's good.
All right, that is 800 damage.
Piercing damage on the panda. That's right.
After that, we'll attack for another 800 because all Earths get 500 attack.
I will activate Scapegoat.
Ooh, that's a bummer. I was debating on bringing out another panda, but it would have been so tiny.
Yeah.
All right, well, I will attack all 4 of your tokens now. Main phase 2, I don't think I'm going to activate anything else. I'm going to enter the end phase, and before resolving Cat's effect, I'm going to activate Wicked Worm's effect in the end phase.
Yeah.
And add this to hand.
Yeah.
And then after that, these will go to the graveyard. You
All right.
survived, man. It's funny because goats was the one thing I was banking on you playing this week, and it kind of bit me in the butt right there. Huh.
All right, here we go. The MVP of this game has arrived. I normal summon Sangan to the field.
Yeah, Sankin's good.
Let's go Sangan battle phase. Attack over Mystic Swordsman.
The 100 damage, and it's level 3, so you got through.
Main phase 2. Let's see here. Anything I can do here? Oh, that's disgusting to look at. Yeah, I gotta end on the beat stick Sangan.
Sweet. All right. Ooh, this is hilarious. All right. Well, I came prepared for Sangan this week. I am going to normal summon Didi Crazy Beast. And in case you don't know what he does, when he destroys something by battle, it gets banished instead. No search for you, my friend.
Damn, that is tragic.
Main phase 2, I'm going to set one more card and end the turn.
All right, draw. All right. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to banish Ninja Grandmaster and Cyberjar from my grave to special summon Chaos Sorcerer.
Okay. Are you going to declare priority of effect?
Yes.
All right. The effect is good.
All right. Then I will set one card face down and pass turn.
All right. Starting turn. Oh, man. That's crazy.
I don't like this.
Oh, sorry. All right. So, first off, we're going to activate this knock that's been in my hand.
Oh my god. God damn you. God damn you.
Oh, yeah. Oh, on the Decoichis again this week. How many are you playing?
The 2.
Oh.
Oh, god damn.
Woo. Okay. Oh, it's so freaking close, man. It's so close. That's crazy. So close to game. Oh my god. All right. I'm just going to go normal summon Injection Fairy Lily.
Yeah.
And we're going to go battle and pay 2,000 to swing over the Sork.
Yeah.
And that's going to do it for me.
Alright, so let's see here. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and start off by activating Change of Heart.
Ooh, that's a good one.
And take control of your Injection Fairy Lily.
All right. Yeah, it's all yours.
Now, I'm going to set one card. Oh, that really sucks. And activate Card Destruction.
All right.
Unfortunately, I banished my Cyberjar, so Night Assailant will do nothing. This should be game. I will normal summon Night Assailant. I will activate Premature Burial.
I'm going to chain Ojama Trio, giving you 3 tokens, making it to where your Premature Burial will resolve without effect.
Damn. So close. Alright, well then I will enter battle And I will have Knight of Sand attack for 200.
200 is good.
And I will pay the 2k for Fairy Lily's effect.
Well, before damage calculation, unfortunately, I have to do this on declaration. I'm going to have to Ring of Destruction, and we'll both take 400 life points damage.
Damn. What a tragedy. Okay. I will pass on that.
All right, starting turn. It's a good card. I think I'm just going to run out this giant rat.
Yeah.
And it'll go to defense. And I know you don't have Heavy Storm, so this is going to be more of like a safety insurance just in case you have MST.
Oh,
I'm going to activate a second one and
right.
pass the turn.
Draw. All right, let's go. Painful Choice.
Ooh, all right. That's a good card to top into.
All right.
Man, there's so many cards I can draw right now and just win the game. It's crazy.
All right, so I'm going to go ahead and just send some cards to the grave here. We'll go with Vampire Lord, Tsukiyomi, Book of Moon, Witch of the Black Forest, and... all right, so Tsukiyomi will be the 5th card as well.
In this case, I'm just going to give you Vampire Lord.
All right. I'm going to go ahead and switch Knight of Sand to defense. So I'll set 1 card face down and pass.
All right, starting turn.
Man. Double level limits. What the fuck am I going to do with this shit?
So I know that's not Witch, and I already got rid of your Sangan.
Yeah.
The BLS is gone too? That's crazy. I think I'm going to wait one more turn. I'm going to set a card face down and pass.
All right, here we go. Draw. Okay. I'm going to flip summon Magician of Faith.
Yeah, that's good.
And the card I'm going to add to hand is Pot of Greed.
Yeah, you're good to draw too. This game's getting pretty epic.
Let's go. Draw 1. Draw 2. All right. I am going to set 2 cards, and I will pass.
That's not what I wanted to see. Starting turn. All right. Crap. All right, I'm going to set 1 more card, and I'm going to end the turn.
All right. Draw. All right. I am going to tribute Magician of Faith to summon Vampire Lord to the field as an insurance policy.
All right.
And then I will pass.
In the end phase, I'll activate Call the Haunted, targeting Rescue Cat.
Yeah, that's fine.
Oh, baby. All right. This will get changed to defense now. And starting turn.
Yeah.
Standby phase and starting main phase 1.
Yeah, you're good.
I'm going to start off activating Cold Quick.
All right. I got to change to this then. In response.
What do you got?
I'm going to go ahead and activate Raigeki Break.
Okay.
So I'll discard. And the target will be your face down.
Ooh. Dang, you're afraid of the back row, huh? Okay, no response.
All right.
I'm not going to lie. I've got a lot of stall cards right now. So I'm a little shocked. I thought maybe you'd pop Rescue Cat, but I'm going to go ahead and activate Rescue Cat's effect.
Yeah.
And in this time, we are going to special summon 2 copies of Gaku Gyre Panda.
That beefy fuck.
Now, we're going to enter battle phase.
Yeah.
And you have 5 monsters, so this is at 3,300 with piercing.
So that's going to be 3,300 direct on the scapegoat. Or no, it's the Ojama, so that's going to be 36
Right.
total.
You'll take another 300.
Yeah.
Now this one is going to be at 2,800 plus piercing.
And
that
is
should
game.
be the game. Woo! Oh, dang. You see, you could have even wing blasted another card, too. You were probably trying to save that for the level limits, though, huh?
Yeah. Breaker was in hand. I was like, I got 1 turn I can push for game. All right.
That was crazy. right, game 2. That was a crazy first game.
All right, I'm taking lead on this one.
Oh, okay.
All right, opening draw. Standby main. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and set 3, and then I will set 1 monster face down and pass turn.
Okay, starting turn. I don't think you would just blindly set Cyberjar, would you? I feel like you would. Okay, I am going to enter the main phase 1.
Yeah.
And I'm just going to normal summon Sangan.
Yeah.
We'll go to battle.
Yeah.
And swing at whatever the heck this is.
Well, lucky for me, that is Dakochi.
Okay, you can freely draw a card. That kind of sucks. Well, to be safe, we're going to activate a copy of Level Limit Area B again.
Yeah, that is fine.
And pass the turn.
All right, here we go. Draw. Great top deck. Fantastic top deck. Wood top deck again. Mystical Space Typhoon on the level limit.
The one of. Nice.
I'm going to go ahead and put Dakochi to attack mode and normal summon Chirion, the mage.
Ooh, that's a good card.
Now let's go to battle. Dakochi will run over Sangan and Chirion for 18k direct.
Sounds good. I want to grab Rescue Cat so bad, but it's just like I feel like it's not resolving. But no, we're going for it, bro.
All right.
And then 1800.
Yeah. Main phase 2. I'm just gonna pass there.
Okay. Starting turn. Ooh. I think I will normal summon Giant Rat.
Yeah.
Enter the battle. And try to crash with Dakoichi.
I will activate Raigeki Break.
Okay.
So I'll discard Wind Blast to pop Giant Rat.
After that, I think I have to pass, unfortunately.
Draw. Alright.
Raigeki Break was the card you activate, huh?
Yep.
What does that mean your other stuff is?
Alright. I will activate Card Destruction.
Oh. Alright.
Unfortunately, that cost me a Jinzo, but I know it cost you a Rescue Cat.
It did, and it also got rid of Knock, which I know you love, and your
Oh.
favorite card, Imperial Order.
Ooh. Beautiful. Alright. I'll go to battle,
Alright.
and I'll attack for 14 and 18. Main phase 2.
Alright.
I'm going to set 1 and pass.
Alright, starting turn. So many options. But what the heck's your back row? You can't Raigeki Break me. You can still Mirror Force me. Solemn Judgment's a really good card. I gotta go for it. Alright, main phase 1. We are going to normal summon Rescue Cat.
I cannot allow that to happen. Solemn Judgment.
Well, that's unfortunate, honestly. I know you're really good at drawing 2 of those, so show me the second one.
Nah, unfortunately not.
Oh, yeah. Okay, sweet. Okay, Rescue Cat hits the field.
Yeah.
I will activate the effect to summon 2 beasts.
Yeah.
In this case, we're going to grab a Gakugair Panda and Death's Wombat.
Okay, so no effect damage, and he is at, what, additional 1500?
Correct. So he'll be
23.
at 23.
Alright.
Let's go to the battle.
Yeah.
Gakugair attacks the Chiron.
So that's what,
Chiron?
500?
Yeah, 500 damage. And then I will attack with That's Cyberjar. Why is it always Cyberjar that I'm always thinking? I'm like, man, if he has this is pretty annoying. Ugh. I'm just going to have to attack the Dukoichi. I'm getting pretty low on life points.
Okay, so that is going to be 200.
Main phase 2, I'll set a couple back row and
All right.
pass the turn. These will go to the grave.
I need cards in my hand or on the field. So I will flip summon Cyberjar.
Ooh, yeah. Okay. So
2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, let's see here.
ooh,
Fairy Lily and Cat on the field. That's fine with me.
what were the cards? I'm sorry.
Chaos Emperor, Deck Devastation Virus, Painful Choice, and Change of Heart.
All right. So I'll have Ring, MST, and Prem.
Mm-hmm.
And then Lily and Cat, I'm going to set to be defensive.
I'm going to go ahead and immediately fire off Raigeki.
Okay. Yeah, nothing I can do about that.
And then I will activate Painful Choice.
That's not good. Yeah, you're good,
And
but
let's see here. Witch, Sangan, Chirion, Kaiko, and Breaker.
oh, okay. Interesting. Not exactly what I expected you to do, I'm not going to lie. I think I unfortunately have to give you... crap. This is tough. I'm going to have to give you Sangan.
Alright, Sangan to hand. And then I will normal summon Sangan
Yep.
and go to battle. Sangan for 1k.
Okay. On declaration, I'm going to activate Call the Haunted. And I'm going to target
Dust
my...
Tornado.
Ooh. All right. That's cool, bro.
Now let me set one card.
Take that.
Alright, and after Dakochi's attack, I'll go ahead and pass.
In the end phase, I will activate... Oh, man, that was really the worst case scenario. I'm not going to lie. No. All right. Starting turn.
Yeah.
This is so intense, bro. I got to look up one ruling really quick.
Yeah. Got greedy there. I could have just sent the Magicians of Fate to grave and Chaos for game, but I wanted to have that insurance policy. Tragedy.
Okay, I think... Oh, no, that's not going to work either. Dang it. Let me look up one more ruling.
Judge?
Ooh, that's crazy. I can't believe that's how that works. Let me double check.
Yeah.
Because this card's insane. And, okay. Whew, I can't believe this works. Okay. Had to do a little Google search there to see if this works. And, yeah, this card's pretty insane. Okay. All right. Main phase 1.
Yeah.
I am going to activate Mystical Space Typhoon, targeting your set card.
Yeah, that's fine.
Ooh, deck dev. Did you get that on your wheel?
Yeah.
That's crazy. Whew. Okay. Next, I'm going to normal summon Giant Rat.
Yeah.
Then I'm going to activate the spell Last Will.
Mm-hmm.
And we're going to enter the battle phase.
Yeah.
Giant Rat will crash with the Koichi.
Yeah.
So after Giant Rat's destroyed, I can activate his effect in the damage step to special summon a Gaku Gyre Panda from the deck.
Yeah.
Then after the battle is complete, I will resolve Last Will and special summon another monster from the deck. In this case, I'm going to get a second Gakugair Panda.
Damn, you can activate during battle phase? What a stupid
that's
card.
what I had to double check. I can't activate it in damage step, but it'll summon after the battle occurs.
So that's going to be 1,300.
Still in battle phase.
Yeah.
I'm going to activate Ojama Trio.
Oh, god damn it.
And with piercing damage, I will attack your token for game.
God damn it.
Oh god, I can't. Last Will is so crazy in this deck. It's insane. And they get to play 3 of this in GOAT format. I don't know how that got by.
There's no fucking way. That's bullshit.
I was sitting and thinking for a minute if there was a way. Worst case, I knew even if I couldn't kill you, I could Ring of Destruction for a draw. But the hard thing is you got me low enough to where I couldn't prem for Rescue Cat to do this exact play. All I was going to do is go MST, Rescue Cat for the pandas, enter battle, bring out the 2 pandas, and attack both tokens. But when I activated Call to save my life points for prem, the only way you could have stopped it was with Judgment or with like an MST or, in your case, Dust Tornado. And it kind of put a wrench in my plan. But
honestly, I got greedy last turn. I should have won it last turn. I could have Painful Choice, tossed all Magicians of Fates into the grave. And
that's what I was thinking. I watched you dump, and I was expecting you to dump at least 2 light monsters. And when I saw you had no lights for the CED, I was like, oh, there's a chance. There's a chance.
Yeah, no, I got greedy. I wanted to finish the game then and there. And I was thinking like, I can finish it strong now. Or I could save the chaos for insurance, but man, that bit
I don't
me in the
remember
ass.
how many cards were in play, honestly, but my life points I'm at 200, so you would have burned me for game, that's for sure. If you would have just put at least 2 lights in there, that way I couldn't give you one of them. But
yeah, I just because I looked and I was like, I can end the game now. I'm like 90% certain, and
so crazy, man. Okay, I have to ask, what do you think about this deck?
I think the level limits are a pain in the ass. The Cold Wave is reminding me why it's banned. I was not expecting the card that really got me this whole time was Ojama Trio.
Yeah, card is crazy.
More than anything else, I was able to play around level limit. I was able to play around you this game, and Ojama Trio stopped both of my comebacks in both games. It prevented me from activating premature and winning the last game, and it gave Gyaku enough attack this game to keep you to win it. Ojama Trio is bullshit to me right now.
Oh man, I think eventually this card gets semi-limited, but I remember when I was a kid having my opponent flip this card on me, and it was so frustrating to me. I had no clue how to get rid of it because you can't tribute it, and obviously synchros weren't a thing back in the day.
Yeah.
So there were times where they would put 3 tokens on my field, and then on their next turn, they would run over one of the tokens, and then at the start of my next turn, they would put 5 tokens on my field and just completely lock me out of the game until I drew Dark Hole. So annoying. The card is so good.
Like, I can't believe Ojama Trio stopped me both games. That's what I'm like, what the fuck? But ultimately,
I'm telling you, man,
fault.
that was like one of the first cards I added in this deck when I was building it, because there was no guarantees that you were going to play Scapegoat this week, and that's why this deck is really successful in GOAT format, just because it can really punish Scapegoats when you put 4 monsters on the field for me to just pierce with Gakugair. So Ojama Trio makes it to where no matter what, even if you didn't play Goats, I'm giving you tokens, and I'm going to win, bro.
It's ultimately my fault this week. I got greedy. I could have chaos for game, but
yeah, we could have went to game 3, and who knows what would have happened there.
Got greedy. My bad.
I think this was a hell of a way to start the GX era. A lot of back and forth, crazy things happened, And yeah, a little misplay there, but going forward, I'm just excited for the next set, honestly. There's just so many options for us.
Cyber Dragon.
That is the big one. That one is crazy. This deck never had to go against Cyber Dragon, at least not in GOAT format, because this really is the end of GOAT format, technically, with the start of Cybernetic Revolution.
Yeah, I mean, if I'm not mistaken, in real life, Chaos Emperor is already on the ban list.
Right.
And that's the big one. Is he's on ban list. Of course, multiple cards are limited that we just don't have to really worry about in our series here. We're just kind of lucky that we're missing some key cards like Thousand Size Restrict. I guess I'm unlucky I'm missing it, but we're missing a lot that made GOAT format. So
yeah,
it's going to be interesting to see what Cyber Dragon does to shake up the game if either one of us pulls him.
It's going to be real interesting, man. Cyber Dragon, if we're lucky enough to at least pull one, my fingers are crossed. It's a super, so you never know with this random generator what you're going to get, but I'm hoping for at least one. It's just a really solid beater, and, you know, it sets up tribute summons. It's a light. There's a lot of crazy things we could do with it.
I'm still kicking myself. Oh, man, I should have sent a light to grave. I think what I'm salty about the most this week is that I lost to Ojama Trio.
Well, don't feel too bad, man. Like, this deck, believe it or not, just won the online GOAT World Tournament. Well, at least the full power variant of it. Yeah. So this is a legitimate deck in that format. So again, it's not exactly full power, but I made it work. I don't have giant True Nades or Heavy Storms, but Cold Wave was pretty cool. Not gonna lie.
Cold Wave was a card that I forgot we both had. And it's a card that when it activated, I should have gone for the Wing Blast, but I was like, Breaker's good enough to take on a level limit. What a mistake. What a mistake.
That was another one. That could have been a big game changer as well.
The Wing Blast to me was like, that's kind of like an insurance thing. I was like, all right, this is like a play where it could go either way. But the Chaos Emperor Dragon Paper Choice, that was just complete oversight on my part.
Right, that definitely is a way you could have won that game, and I think if you used your Wing Blast or your Raigeki Break on the cat to make me not go off, I think it for sure bought you more turns, so who knows what could have happened, but level limit would have remained face up, so, you know, it could have lasted multiple turns. Well, I don't know if I'm going to bring this next week. The format changes dramatically with Cyber Dragon. Again, we have to pull it, so who knows, maybe nothing changes next week, but this deck, honestly, this deck was a lot of fun. I'm not going to lie. I was so excited to play this. I wanted to play it last week, but the fact that I didn't have Des Wombat, which came out this set, made it to where I did not want to play it because my Beast lineup is actually really small outside of the Gaku Gyres, and I only have the one Wicked Worm, and I only have one Milus Radiant from Metal Raiders. So maybe if I had more beasts, I could have used it last episode. But when I saw that Des Wombat was this set, I told myself, no, we're going to play Monarch, and then we're going to try this Rescue Cat deck. Because you know I love Rescue Cat. I had to try it before the format changes.
Yeah, I know about Rescue Cat. I've seen your Tri-Brigade profile.
Oh, man. Okay, well, I'm curious to see what happens next week. Cyber Dragon is really what's going to make or break it. Maybe we get it, maybe we don't, but this was just so much fun. I'm not going to lie. I'm really looking forward to the next episode. All right, Ricardo, this was amazing. I'll see you next week. Good luck with your polls. I'll see you guys next week as well. Peace.
See ya.